Hello, I am Mariette Dongwin. I am a international and United States federal crime victim for the last over 17 years of my life. My husband is the active duty 4-star General Army, Austin Scott Miller, is a war crime victim. Both of us are the victim of the United States federal government of uniform and non-uniform, very position, very rank in military and federal government. I am speaking today as the U.S. federal crime victim. I also speak today as the head of the divine kingdom. I speak directly to the United States Treasury Department Secretary Janet Yellen. I also directly speak to United States President Joseph Biden. I also directly speak to the United States Attorney General Merrick Garland. Alongside, I also speak directly to United States Congress, the Department of State, the Bureau of Intelligence. I am, and my spouse, General Austin Scott Miller, are federal crime victims. Of all of you in very level of federal crime you have committed. I am speaking about an email Secretary Treasury Yellen sent to the International Court of Justice President, the Honorable Judge Joanne E. Donahoe. On an email to her, Secretary Yellen said, "My fault that I did not carry out or listen to Judge Donahoe to meet the two past appointments with the Treasury Department to pay me $500,000 of my money, while you, as of December 31st, 2022, the United States federal government of all the agency I just spoke, and the American taxpayer owe to me, United States federal crime victim, and also owe to my beloved predestined spouse, active duty, United States Army, top rank 4 General, Austin Scott Miller. You owe to the divine kingdom. I am speak today also at a head of the Divine Kingdom, as Queen of Divine Kingdom. You owe the Divine Kingdom family as of December 31st, 2022, over $46 trillion, TRILLION, United States dollar. I will send to you, Treasury Secretary Jelen, and with the copy to the International Court of Justice President, Honorable Judge Donahoe. I will send it out today, December 7, 2022. You, the Treasury Department, along with the Attorney General and the White House, the CIA operative, and the Department of State employee, American Embassy, Benin, Counselor Timothy Foley, and the federal judge operate based on fraud and lying, broke the 100% agreement the U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland gave it to me, that after I paid $3,600 for the update of my record, and it was not my fault. The Treasury Department charged me $750 penalty for late payment. Look, the penalty applied to me. You make it up. And I paid it. I mean, you, the U.S. government, Treasury Department, required to pay all penalty that the Master of the Universe, who is my divine Father, imposed on you. Penalty of late payment, penalty of abused power, held hostage to my money, punitive damage, punitive punishment for you. Still, repeatedly still, my refund and a consignment. Total principal, $1,700,000. That's the principal. You held hostage a very period of time. The longest was since August 31st, 2004. You calculated 25% annual interest rate to see how much money you owe me, the head of Divine Kingdom, and the Divine Kingdom, and my predestined spouse, General Austin Scott Miller. You tell me, through Judge Donahoe, you gave the last appointment So what you are going to tell me, Secretary General, you're going to steal my money, right? I challenge you that. I challenge you that. And see, I am not show up at any appointment. And I am not going to pay any cost for the UN jet fuel. For the Honorable Judge Donahoe and her crew fly into Washington. You, the federal government official, any of you, must comply with federal crime victim right benefit, because I am federal crime victim, the United States federal crime victim. You have to pay all the costs. That's what the section 3771 of Title 18 of U.S. Code say. The crime victim already went through so much suffering, lose money, emotional suffering, physical suffering, and harm during the mission. And you tell me, pay, forget my money back? So you, also the federal crime, you are the criminal, Secretary General Jelen. You are the head of the gang of the federal employee criminal. You violate my U.S. Constitution right to my money. You, Secretary Janet Yellen, violate United States Federal Crime Victim Right Benefit, Section 3771 of Title 18 of U.S. Code. Because you act like the criminal before. Collect my money. Force me to get out money from my pocket so I can run out of my money. And for you to complete stolen my money for the federal government. That's what you, Stephen Mnuchin, and you, Secretary Jelen done. You block me have access to my money. You have access to my money. For me not to have money to pay for my Airbus, fly my beloved husband home. For you, helping CIA operative, by time continue to assassinate my beloved husband, General Austin Scott Miller, the top commander of the United States Force and NATO in Afghanistan. They already assassinated him. My husband, 16 times, and they failed all 16 times. They blow up my Airbus 3 times. They played bomb in my Airbus twice. And they tried to shut down my Airbus. For when my Airbus taking off from Port Sudan, while my Airbus fly in the air of the Sudan. So while they blow up my Airbus, will assassinate my husband, the active duty United States Army top rank 4-star General Austin Scott Miller. You also assassinating South Sudan National Chief of Police. You also support the CIA operative to assassinate the Catholic priest Camboni order. You also tried to assassinate the son of Indonesia, aviation engineer. You also tried to assassinate Sudan citizen, the son of Sudan. You also tried to assassinate one of your own, the employee of the State Department at the American Embassy in Sudan. Secretary General, based on the email you sent to the Honorable Judge Donahoe, you know the whole thing, and you intend to carry out. You are the leader since you took the office to have hostage to my money and associated with American CIA operative to assassinate my beloved husband. You failed. I blocked it. At the head of the divided kingdom, I have the power to control the whole universe. That power given to me by the Master of the Universe. I include in the several file I'm going to send to you today. File A, file B, file C, file D, file E, file F, file H, and file Z. File Z. There's a 4 video link there. Those are 4 video. It's a plan to you. The Bible reveals about me. You did not know that? You, the United States federal government, not all, but a lot of you, already done harm, killing a lot of people in other countries. You teared out the country of Sudan. That's why my divine Father, the Master of the Universe, deployed my husband in Sudan for last over 1 year. By he forced my Airbus land in Nubian deserts of Sudan for me to get the hard evidence of your felony crime done in country of Sudan. The punity punishment to the United States government and the taxpayer to pay punitive damage and general damage to country of Sudan, $100 billion. And I order you have to pay them ASAP. Now, on the document, operated based on fraud and lying. Broke the 100% guarantee the United States Attorney General Merrick Garland gave it to me. You did not pay me $5 million, the first payment. I allowed that. You did not pay me. Because of your fraud operation, your protocol based on fraud and lying violate the United States Constitution, violate the federal law passed by the United States Congress, violate the creation law. Now, I am here. I enforce the creation law. The creation laws summarized throughout the Bible, written in symbolism language and hidden meaning. I am here. I will enforce that. Only 1% of my work on earthly ground. 99% of my work on the highest power level, shutting down the supernatural power, shutting down like Cat 4, 5, hurricane. That's how my power gonna do. I'm not gonna tell anyone what I can do and how I gonna do. I only say one, and 80 of you better comply it. I'm not gonna say again like the mothers repeatedly speaking to the toddlers. I say one, on earthly level. If you refuse, I'm going to act on high level power. Everything create in power level before come down to earth. Without power level, the earth never exists. None of you exist. Secretary, Treasury, Jalen, you never exist. Your female soul, created by this, my divinity, create your soul in my female image. It spoke on Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 27. Don't you sit there on the seat of the Treasury Secretary and plug my phone. I have the power to call fire from heaven down and burn anywhere that I want. I don't have to touch with this finger. I don't. But you're never gonna find me. I own this world. I inherited from my divine Father, the Master of the universe. It transferred to me from my older brother, the Messiah, came at Jesus, a phony man. He said, woman, oh Sister Marianne, behold your son. Sister, here is a father estate. Now belong to you. You own it. You're going to come down and you deal with human race. I'm done. And he ordered the Master of the universe, my divine Father, estate to move to me. He said, behold, your mother is done. This generation, though but already came action in reality through the Azerbaijan citizen, the late Michael Azimzani. He only owned a sorted production company in Baku before his and his wife left this world together at the same time on car crash. He will his whole estate to this one. Because Almighty Father, the Master of the universe, worked through him and everyone out there. So he extremely successful for me. The salt company, I own it in my name now. The Airbus 319-100, I own it now. I inherited from my divine Father, the Master of the universe, through the name Azerbaijan Michael Zamzani. The fund that I have, you, Secretary Jalen, gonna held hostage a part of the estate of the late Michael Zamzani, which is my divine Father. Give it to me through the late Michael Zamzani. Without my divine Father, late Michael Zamzani will not succeed. All this well. But the beloved late Michael Zamzani obey the divine kingdom order. From the time he born to the last minutes he left this world. So what I inherited the whole thing, so direct in beneficiary. I will use that for the divine kingdom, which is already multiplied. As of December 31st, 2022, the United States federal government, the American taxpayer, the Congress, Treasury Department, Department of State, required to pay me, to pay the divine kingdom, to pay the war victim, General Austin Scott Miller, and our children, total over $46 trillion. You will get my bill, and you will see it. I get you 24 hours from tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. of Washington time, December 8, 2022, within 24 hours, to direct deposit my $5 million in my account. If you fail, that's $5 million will multiply. And all the amount you owe that I already get on the bill. Beside me, my spouse, Jenna Miller, our children, and the divine kingdom. You also over several or dozen of crime victims. It's more than a dozen. I write a list of them on the bill for you. And I here speak to you, Secretary Treasury, Jalen, and the Treasury Board, to pay to the last penny on this bill on or before December 31st, 2022. I'm not joking. I'm serious. That was my final word. And goodbye.